but I feel what's to happen, all happened before. A father, a mother, a daughter, a son. The threads of their lives are all raveling undone. Something is needed to twist him as tight as the string you might use when you're flying a kite. Chim chimney, chim chim, cherry chim cherry. Those little beasts have run away from me for the last time.
And who gets stuck with the children? No none in the house. Me, that's who.
I've said my say, Mrs. Brill. I'm done with this house forever.
Well, good riddance then, and mind you don't stumble on your way out.
Where is she going? What on earth am I going to say to Mr. Banks?
What was all this commotion? Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of a household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, all your domain. Must I remain the sovereign of Cherry Tree Lane? Coat! What if I had you've gained 6 nannies in the last 4 months and they've all been unqualified disasters?
A nanny should govern, a nanny should rule.
A nanny is a paragon who suffers no fool.
Our nannies are so good our children would gain by having such a nanny in Cherry Tree Lane. Briefcase? Umbrella?
If only you find someone like your own nanny.
Huh, few women alive can manage with honors, standards of efficiency. Besides, we can never afford someone of her caliber. Now, place an advertisement in the Times saying that James Michael Banks deserves the best possible nanny at lowest possible wage.
Father, we've written our own advertisement.
What on earth?
Please, George, I think we should hear it.
If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition, rosy cheeks, no warts.
That's the part I put in.
Play games, all sorts. You must be kind, you must be witty, very sweet and very pretty.
Well, of all the ridiculous.
George, please.
Take us on outings, give us treats, sing songs, bring sweets. We won't hide your spectacles so you can't see. Put toast in your bed or pepper in your tea. Hurry, nanny, many thanks sincerely.
And Michael Banks.
That's enough cover off for one day. Now would you please go to nursery and let me get to work?
They were only trying to help.
It won't help anyone to make me late. Precision and order, that's all that I ask. The running of a household, a straightforward task. The children, the servants, all your domain. Must I remain the sovereign?
You'll remain the sovereign
Of Cherry Tree Lane.
Good morning.
Yes?
I've come in answer to the advertisement.
What advertisement? We haven't placed any advertisements.
Now let's see. Play games, all sorts, which I most certainly can. Take us on outings, give us treats.
Michael, it's our advertisement.
Rosy cheeks and fairly pretty. There's no objection on that score, I hope.
None at all.
I'm glad to hear it.
Oh, but bring it up with Mrs. Banks. She runs all that side of things. Nothing domestic has anything to do with me. And don't forget the references.
I make it a rule never to give references.
Oh, I see.
I'll see the children now, thank you.
Of course, you'll find they're very nice children. Now this is,
Mary Poppins. Jane, don't stare and close your mouth, Michael. We are not a codfish. Best foot forward. Spit spot.
Mrs. Brill, we have a new nanny.
She passed the interview then.
Or I did.
A very tidy nursery, I must say. Tidier than I was expecting. And who's responsible for that?
Me, I am. I like to keep things neat.
Do you indeed? Well, I look forward to making use of that. If there's one thing I can appreciate, it's a child whose word I can depend on. Now, first things first. I always say the proper place to hang a hat is on a hat stand.
There's nothing in it. We better keep an eye on this one. She's tricky. Mary Poppins, how could you know that we wanted a nanny when we made our list?
Your list? I'm not tonight to meet a weekly shop, thank you very much.
Then how'd you come then? It was as if the wind just blew you here.
It did. Just as I thought, a noisy, mischievous, troublesome little boy.
You're making that up. Noisy, mischievous trouble.
Now you. Oh, thoughtless, short-tempered and untidy.
I don't believe you. Let me see. What about your measurement, Mary Poppins?
I'm practically perfect in every way.
Practically perfect.
So people say. Each virtue virtually knows no bound. Each trait is great and painfully sound. I'm practically perfect from head to toe. If I had a fault, it would never dare to show. I'm so practically perfect in every way. Now, perhaps you have a few questions?
No temperamental.
Never.
No grouchy or
Every thought.
Do you stay tender when the going gets tough?
Quite the contrary.
Do you read stories without a big fuss? Or have objections to playing with us?
Some minor improvements may not go amiss, but at all times you must remember this. I like games, but I choose them.
That's not fair!
I didn't say I was fair. I said I was practically perfect, and here's my aim. By the time I leave here, you both will be the same. You'll be practically perfect.
Practically perfect.
I will be practically perfect in every
Chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I does what I likes and I likes what I do. Today I'm a screever, and as you can see, a screever's an artist of highest degree, and it's all me own work from me own memory. Stay right where you are. I'd know that silhouette anywhere. Mary Poppins.
It's nice to see you, Bert.
He can't know you. You've only just arrived.
I wasn't born 1 minute before I walked into your house, Michael Banks. Now, have you met these two, Bert?
I've seen him running around chasing a kite.
Isn't it a real kite?
So, what are you up to?
Mary Poppins says it's a game. It's called A Walk in the Park. Some game. I'd rather eat spinach.
Come along, Bert.
Can't come with us. You're too dirty. And you don't want to go to the stinky park anyway.
Oh, yes, you do. Because when you take a walk with Mary, anything can happen. All that it takes is a spark. Then something, as plain as a park, becomes our wonderland. All you have to do is look anew. There The daffodils are smiling at the dark.
I haven't the faintest idea.
When you marry old Durand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band.
You've enough brass for all of us.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Come on, you two.
Boring, just like all the nannies singing. Hawks are good for us. It's just statues, ducks, and grannies. I don't understand all the fuss. Is she doing it to spite us? We could lose a ball with that. Perhaps it's all a plot. I'll tell you what. She seems so different, but I bet she's not. There is nothing to excite us in the park.
What was that?
You're quite wrong, you know. When you take a walk with Mary, anything can happen.
What? Who are you?
I'm Nelius, and I've waited half a century to take a walk on a sunny day like this. Each man with his dog will stand agog to see our statue take a gentle jog.
Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so loud to make them up. When the stag is lying on Mary's born to Mary makes the sunshine promenade in the park. Oh, happiness is spreading all around the beaches. Daffodils are smiling at the look down from above. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. It's Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Jane, did that really happen? Yes, but how?
Mary Poppins, of course.
But how did you make it happen?
Anything can happen if you let it.
Mary Poppins, how long will you stay?
Stay until the wind changes.
You won't leave us, will you, Mary Poppins?
Let's run along, children.
Jane and Michael want to say goodnight.
Tell them you've given me the message.
George, please.
Oh, Daddy, we had a fantastic day. We sang with the busker, danced with the statue. You wouldn't have approved, but...
If you had known that, then why'd you do it?
Daddy, can I have a kite? A proper one?
Could you fly it?
You could always teach me.
Now when would I have time for that? Now would you please let me get on? Good night.
Poor Michael. All he cares about is flying kites.
I used to love flying kites at his age, but my nanny, Miss Andrews, soon frightened it out of me.
Is it out of the question to do without a nanny?
Certainly not. All the best people have nannies, so their wives can do charity work and entertain. Which reminds me, how's your tea party coming along?
I'm not sure. It seems so odd to send out invitations to people I hardly know.
But they're people you should know. Remember, by your friends shall ye be judged.
But that's the point. They're not my friends.
Winifred, dearest, I'm only thinking of you. Are you going to say something to Mary Poppins about this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Very well. Make sure she's doing it our way and not hers.
Winds do change, tides can turn. Sink or swim, see what you learn. Me, I was told when I was small, just learn a trade. So I learned them all. Chim chimney, chim chim chiree.
Mrs. Brill, what about the cake? Just out of the oven and too hot to be iced. Or touched, for that matter.
Are you quite sure you know how to ice it?
Quite sure. wants you in the drawing room. She says you can tell Robertson and I what to do.
She does indeed. Please, Mrs. Brill, I don't mind. Honest. All right, I'll give you one task and one task only. Put the icing tools next to the cake. Can you manage that? Is that all? For you, yes. For me, no. I swear, a slave in ancient Rome was on a pleasure cruise compared to my life in this house. Michael, why don't we make the icing? Because we don't know how. Don't be so feeble. Now get me the eggs and the flour. Are there eggs in icing? There are in mine. Robertson and I bring me the cake. Hi. Robinson, I! Oh dear, should I call a doctor?
I don't think that will be necessary, ma'am.
Children, you know how important my party is. You deserve some very nasty medicine. Just you wait till bedtime.
I don't think we should wait till then, ma'am. Why not go up and get ready? We'll clear up, won't we?
But we're not ill. I won't take it and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things, your information is faulty. Open.
But the strawberry ice.
Now you.
I'm not sure I like strawberry ice.
I'm not sure I care. Open.
I'm cordial.
Now, off we go, you two. Michael, I know you like to keep things neat. Jane.
Must we? Can't Robertson and I do it until he wakes up? He is a servant.
With that attitude, you'll get through a lot of stuff before you're very old. Besides, in every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's a game, and every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A look, a spree, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Oh, my point exactly. The honeybees that fetch the nectar from the flowers to the comb never tire of ever buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they save, and hence they find their task is not a crime. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Right yourselves, please. Spit spot. Up we go, Robertson and I.
Mary Poppins! You're a miracle worker! How'd you get him to do it?
Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
The medicine go down!
Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. In a most delightful way.
We'll be off now, ma'am. Come along, children.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Apparently these came this morning, and Robertson, I forgot to give them to you. They're apologies, ma'am, from your guests. They're not coming, none of them.
Oh, do you think we chose the wrong day?
No, ma'am, I think you chose the wrong people.
In a most delightful way.
play our next game.
What game?
A visit to the bank.
That's not the game. Did Daddy agree? If he did, you must put the idea into his head somehow.
What an impertinent thing to say. Me putting ideas into other people's heads. Really?
Decision and order, cogs in a wheel, opening a ledger, closing a deal, prudent investments, finance success, a perfect ray of sunshine, while shillings and pence.
Good morning. Banks, a word. I see Herr von Hustler is coming in again today. Have you made your decision?
I believe so, sir.
Good, good. Be sure it's the right one.
Every transaction, credit or debt, sheets well balanced, targets are met.
Herr Banks, what objections can you have? My security is more than adequate, and Latin America is an expanding market. Have you no courage?
But Mr. von Hustler, what I haven't been able to grasp is what exactly is your final product?
What do you think? Money, of course.
Yes, money, but making money out of money, is that enough?
Are you man enough to be a banker?
Testing the market, limit the risk. Live through the air, business is risk.
Have you come to a decision, Mr. Banks? There's a town of good people whose future depends on you.
I know that.
Give us a chance. The factory could be running in weeks, expanding for the year before the year's out. Please, Mr. Banks, I'd like to give it everything I've got.
I believe you, Mr. Northbrook, and I've tried to find a way, but how can I be sure the money will be safe?
What about my workforce? They'll make it safe. My men have dreams to earn an honest living, a wife and kids, a home to call their own. If you'd invest in us today, it paves the way. I promise we'd repay the loan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Northbrook, but
Hello, Daddy!
What on earth are you doing here? Can't you see I'm busy?
No, we're done, and no man should be too busy for his own children. What are you here for, young man? Have you come for some money as well?
Hardly. What do they need money for?
Well, it's never too young, it's never too early to learn its value.
I need the value of this sixpence.
That's how much it's worth. Its value is how you spend it. Do good, and may you have good luck.
And what you say to Mr. Northbrook?
Thank you.
I'll wait outside.
When I was a little boy, I would never have interrupted my father.
Were you ever a little boy?
Of course, and my nanny, Miss Andrews, kept me out of my father's way.
What about your mother?
I believe I saw either of them more than once a week.
And who kissed you goodnight, Miss Andrew?
Certainly not! There was no time for hugs and kisses, all that soppy nonsense.
Poor Daddy. When you invest the bank's money, what are you looking for, Daddy? A good man or a good idea?
I suppose I should say a good idea, but a good man is much rarer and much more valuable.
Come along, children.
Mr. Von Hustler, I've considered your arguments, but I'm afraid my answer is no.
So you don't recognize a good idea?
Perhaps not, but I recognize a good man when I see one.
You will regret this, Herr Banks.
A man with dreams that life hasn't broken. A man with hopes, ambitions to fulfill. A man you're certain at first glance deserves a chance. Now, Mr. Northbrook, when exactly could that new factory open?
Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. The birds, Toppins are back. Toppins, Toppins, Toppins are back.
Look at that horrible old woman.
Don't point, and for your information, she isn't in the least horrible.
But she's just a bundle of rags.
When will you learn to look past what you see? St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes in her own special way to the people she calls.
Come, buy my bags full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do. Their young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare. All it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
Feed the birds, that's what she cries, while overhead her birds fill the skies. One bag, please.
Although you can't see them, you know they are smiling each time someone shows that he cares.
Though her words are simple and few, listen, listen, she's calling to you.
Feed the birds, tuppence a bag. Tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
Hello, Bert.
Hello, Mary. Hello, kids.
Hello. We're off to Mrs. Corey's talking shop. Care to join us?
Talking shop? Who's Mrs. Corey? Who's Mrs. Corey? Why, Mrs. Corey's older than anyone in the world. She talked to William before he went conquering, to Vlad before he went impaling, and to Alexander before he went so great.
That's impossible.
Anything can happen if you let it.
Well, 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 if it isn't Mary Poppins with Jane and Michael Banks.
She knows us?
And how is poor little Georgie?
Who?
Georgie Banks? Your father. He used to give his nanny the slip and come into my shop here in secret. I remember Georgie used to love my gingerbread stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want an ounce of conversations.
I'm out of conversations and I'm right out of words too. Ooh, I do have some letters.
Now, let's see what words we can make.
Rotoplex.
Lapitophorus.
Those don't count. You made them up.
And where do you think words come from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
You know, we can always use the same letter more than once. Now, let me see. Supercalifragilistic expialidocious.
Isn't a word.
Of course it's a word, and unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find the way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
But it doesn't mean anything.
It can mean exactly what you want it to.
When Stone Age men were chatting, simply grunting was suffice. Though if
twice. I'm sure the Roman Empire only entered the abyss because those Latin scholars never had a word like this. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say it softly, the effect can be hypnosis. Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis. Yuck! Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. You know, you can say it backwards, which is
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick out those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in order, which is very hard to spell.
S-U-P-E-R C-A-L-I-F R-A-G-I-L I-S-T-I-C-E-X-B-I-A-L-I-D
O-C-I-L-U-S. Smarty pants.
S-U-P-E-R C-A-L-I-F R-A-G-I-L I-S-T-I-C-E-X-B-I-A-L-I-D O-C-I-L-U-S S-U-P-E-R C-A-L-I-F R-A-G-I-L I-S-T-I-C-E-X-B-I-A-L-I-D O-C-I-O-U-S Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic, 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 expialidocious. Supercalifragilistic, expialidocious.
George, why on earth are you home so early? Is everything all right?
No, everything is all wrong. After I refused a loan of the bank's money to some German chap, he went to our chief rivals. They gave him the money, and it looks set to be a gold mine.
Well, they can't expect you to get it right every time.
That's exactly what they expect.
Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough.
That's quite loud enough. Go to your room. Mary Poppins, you are here to teach your children manners, and just look at them.
George, you're tired. Mary Poppins, perhaps I could keep the children occupied in the nursery for tonight.
That's not fair. Daddy loses his temper and we're shut up in the nursery. Daddy's mean and rotten and I hate him.
Jane, take that back this instant. I will not have you criticize your father. Take the children upstairs, please, Mary Poppins. George, if you have any troubles, I'd like to share them.
Don't worry, you will. I'm suspended without salary until they've decided what to do with me.
And turns, ups and downs. One moment smiles, the next moment frowns. But bad-tempered faces had better change quick, 'cause if the wind changes, the face might just stick. Chim chimney, chim chim, cherry chim cheroo.
Why does Daddy get so cross? Fathers are supposed to look after their children, not yell at them all the time.
Maybe, but have you asked yourself who looks after the fathers when things go wrong?
The mothers, I suppose.
Not the children.
Wouldn't that rather be upside down?
Sometimes families are upside down, for a while anyway.
I don't want to be a part of an upside-down family. I wish I could run away. And why don't you? Because you'd miss me. No, I wouldn't.
That's all, you two. Now into bed at once.
Mary Poppins, I wish you'd leave us alone.
Be careful of the things you wish for.
Do you ever stop?
You should govern your temper, or your temper will govern you.
I'm sick and tired of your stupid sayings and your stupid games.
Just get into bed.
I won't go to sleep and you can't make me.
In that, as in so many things,
Your information.
is faulty. Playing the game, having a ball. Those who won't play shan't play at all. Will we meet again? May the game.
Up where the smoke is all billowed and curled, between pavement and stars is the chimney sweep's world, where there's hardly no day nor hardly no night. There's things off in shadow and halfway in light, on the rooftops of London. Whew, what a sight.
Joining the sweeps tonight, are we?
Best view in the world, eh? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chimney. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
Good luck will rub off when he shakes hands with you.
Or blow me a kiss,
Sir?
and that's lucky too. Oh, you're going then?
The wind has changed.
But they're good kids, Mary.
Would I be bothering with them if they weren't? They've got to do the next bit on their own. Cheerio, Bert. Keep an eye on them for me.
Where's Mary Poppins?
Gone.
What do you mean, gone?
Miss Brill, what does au revoir mean?
Why?
Because that's what she's written in this letter. Dear Jane and Michael, keep playing the game. Au revoir, Mary Poppins.
It means till we meet again. Now come inside before you catch your death.
Nowhere is there a more happier crew than them what sing chim chim cherry chim cheroo. Chim chimney chim chim cherry chim cheroo.
Welcome to intermission.
The wind may blow, but who's to know exactly what it's bringing? The news are bad, happy or sad, the pendulum keeps swinging. A gentle breeze moves the trees, comes an icy blast. Winter's gone, they struggle on. Seeing as though for the past 6 weeks I've had all the work to do in looking after the children since she left. Now I've all the work to do getting the house ready for her to come back.
If you only knew how hard it was to track her down.
Really, Mum? Fancy that.
Miss George, I do
Isn't
believe
it?
we're going to be surprised.
Miss Brooke, it's her, isn't it? Well, I don't know who else. The note says till we meet again.
Winifred, you know I hate surprises.
Oh, George dear, I do believe you're going to be proud of me. Hurry up, everybody! I want her to find everything spit, spot, spick, and span.
Spick and span.
Our sense of excitement is hard to contain.
Order is returning. Wonder is returning.
Someone is returning.
To share retreat.
Good morning.
The Holy Terror!
Miss Andrew, it's so lovely to meet you at last. I do hope you had a good journey.
It was thoroughly unpleasant. Where did George go?
I'm afraid he had an urgent appointment.
It's not much of a house, is it?
We like it.
Well, it doesn't take a lot to keep you, Abby. Look at the dust. There. And there. Filth.
Now, just a minute.
Ah, you must be the children. Pity. I don't suppose you know who I am.
Yes, we do. You're the Holy Terror.
Boy, impudent boy! Why aren't you wearing stockings?
Because I don't like them.
Tut! What manners! I can see there's not a minute to lose. These children have been spoiled. I've arrived here just in time.
by chance I brought their punishment that best befits the crime. Brimstone and treacle and cutting saw, these the tools of my trade.
With spoonfuls of sugar.
Don't have a hope of seeing that changes are made. Open.
Does it taste as bad as it smells?
Yes. Open! Your son shall go to boarding school at once. As for the girl, I shall take charge of her myself. I won't stand for whining or whinging or whimpering, crying or lying or sighing or simpering. I feel it's clear that in these two such bad habits lurk. First the rat in the throttle, then uncork the bottle. Brimstone and treacle will work. Now show me to my room.
No, I really thought it was her. With the umbrella. Michael, what should we do? The only thing we can do. Run away.
What's the matter and who's after you?
The nastiest nanny in the world.
Is she really as bad as all that?
She looks like something who would eat its young. Poor Daddy, ever since he stopped working, he just sits and mopes. Mary Poppins used to say he needed our help, but now it's too late.
I wouldn't say that. Tell you what, why don't we start things off with a bit of a shake? Good luck.
Why would shaking hands with you bring us luck?
Didn't anyone ever tell you it's good luck to shake a chimney sweep's hand?
Michael, look! It's a real one! What's the matter? You've always wanted to fly a proper kite.
I'd always wanted to fly one with Daddy.
Of course you have, but you need to know how it's done. Get some training in, and you'll make him the proudest father in the whole bloomin' empire. With tuppence for paper and strings, you can have your own set of wings. With your feet on the ground, you're a bird in flight with your fist holding tight to the string of your kite. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a kite and send it soaring up through the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Oh, let's go fly a kite. Reel it in. I can't stop. I'll help. You can do it for one more time. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go fly a
Mary Poppins, I knew you'd come back.
Don't squeeze, I'm not a sardine in a tin. And where are your coats?
We didn't have time to put them on because you ran away.
Have you indeed?
Ever since you went away, things have been so awful. Daddy's ruined, Miss Andrews come, and we never helped us.
Oh my eye, but your life's a tragedy. Now off we go, and don't waddle.
But she's there. She arrived here in the morning for a surprise for Daddy.
Did she? Well, maybe I'll be a surprise for her. Hello, Bert.
Hello, Mary. You are a sight for sore eyes.
You really are. Welcome back, Mary Poppins.
Now, off we go. Not like that, you stupid boy. You stay there and clean the grate.
Again.
So, you decided to come crawling back, have you?
are you?
I'm Mary Poppins.
Ah, but you left without notice.
And I've come back without notice.
Oh, I see. And what do you expect me to do? Pack! Pack! You insolent young person! How dare you speak to me this way? Brimstone and treacle and carbolipso, that will make runaway stop. Impudent children respond so much quicker when forced to drink every last drop. I brought up their father.
Well, that I turned out. You must be so proud at the way he turned out.
A shining example, a pillar.
A post. They all have their problems, but him more than most. I recognize fully that you are a bully who views cruelties as a perk. Well, now here's a catch because you met your match.
Brimstone and treat,
Just a spoonful of sugar.
brimstone and treat.
Just a spoonful of sugar. Brimstone and treacle won't work. Ta-ta! There, that's given her a taste of her own medicine.
Mary Poppins, wherever did you come from?
She came up, Michael.
Michael, Jane, you're very naughty to be running off like that, and I should be as angry as anything. If I weren't so pleased to see you. Where's Miss Andrew?
She's gone.
Gone? Why?
She didn't give a reason, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. We found this one wandering in the park. Go ahead, ma'am.
George.
Where is she?
Miss Andrew? She left. George, Mary Poppins is back.
Is she? Well. I was wondering if I might have a word. You see, things have not been going so well, and you...
About my wages, sir. I won't take any just now. I should prefer to let them accrue.
But if you normally payments are occurring as it is...
Now I must get started. Jane, Michael, speed spot.
Come along, darling. After so many years of good service, you made a wrong decision. What's the worst that could happen?
If I be dismissed from the bank, we'll be destitute.
We'll still have what really matters, the children and each other.
Is that a new locket? What's inside?
A portrait.
Whose?
You'll know when the time comes and not before.
You won't leave us this time, won't you?
Upstate for chain breaks.
What chain? Where?
Let's wait and see.
Uncanny night is hard to find.
Unique yet meek, unspeakably kind.
You're practically perfect.
And yet I'm sure there's room for improvement. A few games more.
Hello, Bert. But what are you doing up here?
And where else would a chimney sweep be?
The world is awfully big, isn't it?
And what does that tell you?
That we're awfully small and unimportant.
Speak for yourself.
Not us so much, but our troubles. They seem so big down in the nursery, but up here, that's more like it. Troubles are never so bad when you look at them from a little higher up. Brush away the dirt and soot. Wash away your tears. Swept away. Things around we may look dumb. Smart and torrent, smart with torrent. When you need a helping hand, chance to get it right. Don't it seem a perfect crime? Don't it seem a shame when the steps aren't going as smoothly as they might? That's me step in time. That's me step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. That's me step in time. Link your elbow, step in time. Link your elbow, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Link your elbow, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time. Step in time. Step in time. Step. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. If you kick your knees up, kick your knees up, kick your knees up, kick your knees up. Step. Never need a reason to step in time. And always remember, there's plenty of good folk ready to help you should you need them. Back to the parlor. Back to the parlor. Back to the parlor, step in time. Back to the parlor, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Back to the parlor, step in time.
What's all this? What is all this?
Delivery from Mr. George Grant, Esquire.
Special delivery?
Special delivery, step in time. Special delivery, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Special delivery, step in time. Time to go now. Good night, Governor. Cheerio, Governor.
Not so fast. Go to the nursery. You too, Jane. Mary Poppins, care to explain?
I would like to make one thing clear.
Yes.
I never explain anything. Come along, children.
Toppin. The chairman wants to see me at the close of business tonight.
Tonight? The biggest.
We might as well face it. We'll be destitute. Wait. We might as well face it. In a few hours, I'll have joined the ranks of unemployed.
Are you quite sure?
Quite sure. So we'd better make some plans. Oh. Well, I never. So that's where I put them.
What are they?
They're gingerbread stars. I hid the ones from my nanny once. Funny. I dreamed when I grew up I'd learn everything there was about the stars. Funny. I haven't thought about that in years.
It's good to look back sometimes.
It's that Poppins woman. She's responsible for all this.
I know the person. What's that thing she's always saying? Oh yeah, a spoonful of sugar, that is all it takes. It changes bread and water into tea and cakes. A spoonful of sugar goes a long, long way. So have yourself an healthy helping every day. Well, gotta go now. Good night, Governor.
You too, Bert. Good luck.
Father, remember when we came to the bank?
Yes?
We were each given 6 pence and told to spend it carefully?
Excellent advice. What did you spend with it?
Nothing yet, and we decided to give it to you.
Did Mary Poppins put you up to this?
No, she hasn't said a word about it. We love you, Daddy. We hope you know that. Mommy, Daddy's really worried, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But you must remember, he loves you very, very much. And that's far more important than jobs or houses or anything else.
Are you going to the bank with him?
I'd like to, but I'm afraid it just isn't possible.
Mary Poppins says anything is possible.
Do you really believe that, Mary Poppins?
Anything can happen if you let it. Sometimes things are difficult, but you can bet it doesn't have to be so.
Changes can be made.
You
take it as a great favor if you'd kindly feed them for me.
Banks, you turned down a scheme that was bound to make millions. We want to know why.
But I'll tell you, I refused to support us with the scheme and it was hollow. We talked about assets, profits, and gross, but I never said a word about the people. I apologize for ruining the bank, but I do not apologize for understanding that there are more in life than making money.
My dear chap, Von Hustler's scheme has ruined our rival in the nastiest scandal since records began. We're not asking for your apologies, we're offering ours.
Oh my word.
And another thing, do you remember giving a loan to a fellow called Northbrook? Well, he's repaying it and opening 2 new factories. With the percentage you negotiated, we look set to make a fortune.
Oh my word.
That's just it. We very much hope you might tell us how you did it. Just give us the word. It'll be quite safe with us.
Give you the word. Give you the word. All right then, I'll give you a word. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll only sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Forgive him. It's not his fault. It's all because of his nanny, Miss Andrew.
The Holy Terror! She taught me everything I know.
Well, now's your chance to forget it.
Dolly, it's all right. I've made the bank a fortune.
Really?
By way of recompense, we'd like to offer you the job of senior manager at double,
Ahem. And exactly how much has he made for you?
triple,
Ahem.
quadruple your present rate.
Close your mouth, George. We are not a codfish.
Well,
I accept. But you must understand one thing. My family comes first.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Winifred, I'm afraid I've underestimated you.
Oh, George. Anything can happen. It's official. You can choose the super or the superficial. Sally forth the way we're steering. Obstacles start disappearing. Go on, chase your dreams. You won't regret it. Anything can happen if you let it.
I love you, Mary Poppins. You are a fine boy, Michael Banks, and one day you'll be a fine man.
Makes me so anxious when you talk like that.
Like what?
So gentle and kind and not a bit like you. Be cross, Mary Poppins. Do be cross.
Is that the thanks I get for the trouble I've taken?
That's better.
Now into the bed.
it's tonight, isn't it?
Yes, Bert.
Well, goodbye then, Mary.
Goodbye, Bert. Look after yourself. With every job, when it's complete, there is a sense of bittersweet. That moment when you know the task is done. Though in your heart you'd like to stay, to help things on their way, you've always known they must do it alone. There, practically perfect, and I hope it remains so.
Oh, look, it's Mary Poppins' chain. But it's broken. Didn't you remember? We'll stay until the chain breaks. What's inside? It's a portrait of the 3 of us. She signed it with a good bundle of love from Mary Poppins.
Where's Mary Poppins?
She's gone.
Gone? How peculiar.
Don't worry, she'll be back. What do you think of this?
It's the best I've ever seen.
Can we fly together?
Oh, Daddy. Mary Poppins won't be coming back. She's gone forever.
My dear, how could you possibly know such a thing?
Because we don't need it anymore. And others' family will. Won't they, Daddy?
They will.
I wonder if she's right, George. Maybe we really could do without a nanny from now on.
I think you better dance with me.
George, this is serious.
Look, a shooting star. We should wish on it.
Oh, I think we can do better than that. If you reach for the stars, all you get's all the stars. But we found a whole new spin.
If you reach for the heavens,
To
get the stars thrown in.
Anything
can happen if you let it. Life is out there waiting, so yeah.